and healing trauma. Refined Divine has helped thousands, and she can help you.
This is Psychic Medium Deb. You can go to refineddivinepsychic.com.
Reach your highest level of consciousness and well-being with metamorphosisconnections.com. Metamorphosisconnections.com is an online directory of the best holistic and metaphysical practitioners to help you make your most informed choices. You can search metamorphosisconnections.com for classes, events, wellness and life coaches, plus metaphysical products and shops. You can also search for a wide array of healers from all modalities, including EFT, sound healing, energy healing, light therapy, ancestral healing, shamanic healing, reflexology, past life regressions, hypnotherapy, yoga, and more. And if you're not sure where to start, the search feature on metamorphosisconnections.com is tailored to help both those who know what they are looking for and those who are just starting. Come explore the possibilities for your higher self by visiting metamorphosisconnections.com. Their experienced practitioners can guide both beginners and those that are already on their spiritual journey. That's metamorphosisconnection.com, your link to direct you on your spiritual transformation.
With your AM 950 weather, I'm Brett Johnson. Look for clear skies tonight with a low around 26, Thursday sunny with a high near 49, and Friday partly cloudy with a high around 54. Discover delicious Szechuan and Mandarin cuisine at the Great Wall Restaurant. Enjoy favorites like Peking duck, mushu pork, and fish fillet and ginger sauce. Find them at 4515 France Avenue South or call 952-927-4439 for takeout and visit greatwallrestaurant.us for more.
Portions of the following program may be pre-recorded.
The views expressed and the opinions given by the individual host, guest, random reptoid, or chupacabra may not necessarily reflect those of AM 950 Radio, its affiliates, or its sponsors. Now, it's time to step into the unknown. There are things people experience but never talk about. A shadow moving in the corner, flickering of the lights, a disembodied voice. We invite you to talk with us. Share your story, share your experience, because this isn't just your story. This is our story. This is GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun.
And this is GhostBox Radio on AM 950, where every night we talk about the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, and so much more. My name is Greg Bakun. Thank you very much for joining us on this one question night reading. Every other Wednesday we do this. I'm really excited about this. I love these nights, and I absolutely love doing it. I'm going to get to Deb here in a second. First of all, I just wanted to do a shout out to Matt McNeil. The Matt McNeil Show is daily 3 to 5. He had me on today talking about tomorrow's 2-hour special we're going to do. We're going to talk about that a little later. Talking to Eden Prairie right now with Adam. Adam, did I do all right today in my moment in the spotlight?
I think you did just fine today on the Matt McNeil Show this afternoon. Greg was in the second hour talking about tomorrow's special, which I personally cannot wait for. But yeah, it sounded great. And some actually good questions asked by Matt. And what I mean by that is Matt really isn't into the paranormal, but he did remember the Travis Walton story from when he was younger, which is, actually kind of cool that he can even remember that portion because it's not really in his ballpark of things. So it was a really nice conversation to have and just really did whet the appetite for tomorrow night at 9:00.
Yeah, I was actually surprised, and like you, I don't mean this in a negative way, that he was in step with me when I was talking about the story, and it really showed that he either remembered or did a little bit of research on it or whatever else. But we'll talk about that a little bit more in the third segment in general because it's really exciting, and actually we'll talk about that when we talk about it at that time. It's going to be also talking a little bit about something that Deb had sent me just a week or so ago that I want to talk about that ties into that program. Before we get to Deb, Doug says in the comments, I switched shifts at work just to be able to tune in for tomorrow's show. Oh, Doug, that's very kind of you. Thank you so very much. I can't tell you how nice that makes me feel that folks are excited for this. We're excited for this. Travis Walton is excited for this. Jennifer Stein is excited for it. But we're not going to talk about it at the moment because we have an amazing guest with us tonight. Tonight, it says her night, and when it's her night, it's your night, as we are bringing on psychic medium Refined Divine. Deb is with us tonight, and we're doing one question readings. Deb, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you, Greg. I'm just as excited as everybody else about tomorrow.
And that's very kind of you to say, and I can't wait to be able to do the show and talk to you about it as well. But I also want to make sure that we all know that before we have that show tomorrow, we have an excellent show right now, and that this is quite frankly, I've said this to you, Deb, many times. This is like I don't want to speak for Adam, but it's like we wait for these every other week when you're going to be on, or when you're on Tuesday with me. I really get excited for it because we just have so much fun, and we're all always on the same page, and you help so many people with one question readings, and that you're so giving with your time that I every time you're on, I'm grateful for what you give to the listeners. I'm also grateful for our friendship. And it's just been really a lot of fun over the past. It's been about a year or so since we've been doing this, hasn't it?
Has it been that long? I don't know. I'm really bad with time. Dave's my timekeeper, and he's not here by me tonight for the first time ever. He's at the shop. I know. I got separation anxiety for real.
I'm getting separation anxiety. I mean, it's who's gonna
I'll
laugh at
put
my
finger
jokes?
on that dump button then if Dave's not there.
Yeah, no,
I know.
it's like your
He's
conscience
always-
is gone. Yeah.
While you guys are chatting it up, Dave's always over there like trying not to laugh really loud because he always thinks you're like he's like your biggest fan, Greg. Because he's at the shop tonight. He's finishing taxes.
Oh.
I know.
Why do I have a feeling those are rather complex for you? I just
Dave said literally it's like the song I've Been Everywhere Man doesn't even come close to what he has to go through for me because we
bet.
are in every state.
Yeah.
So the taxes are really complex because of all the things that I whip up and do on a whim. Dave's got to figure out how to pay for those things in tax world.
Absolutely. Now, you're feeling separation anxiety. He is still watching. He said that we've just about a year, and he says he's going to be home soon. Now,
thank God.
Dave, do you mean home with Deb or home with me? You got to be more specific. Tonight we're doing one question readings here, and this is how it works. Savannah in the comments, she's just asking, how do we submit a question? That's a very good question. You could do it one of two ways. You can put it in the comments and we'll read it. But as we find the best way to get your question read, and you get a little bit of back and forth. It is one question reading, but you get a little bit of back and forth. Give us a call, 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205. And for those of you who have not joined us before for one question readings, the questions are meant to be light. They're meant to be about, love, maybe money, job, housing, something like that. We do not want to hear questions about politics. We do not want to hear questions about your health. Deb is not a doctor. She's many things, but she is not a doctor. She is not a lawyer. So just remember these, and we get people all the time calling in, my leg hurts. What do I do about it? Well, you go to a doctor. That's what you do about it. Do I look like I might get a new job this year? So that's the type of question that you want to ask Deb. Deb also does channeling. So make sure that's okay. Deb, I want to throw something at you. Should we do pets tonight as well?
Sure. We can do pets, dead people, all the things. Let's do it.
Let's anything dead calling about. And you can.
They're really active, as you saw today. The picture I sent to you.
Oh, that's
They're real active today.
Let me pull that up real fast. Folks, start putting in your questions now so that we can get things moving here. But Deb did send me a photo that looks like. What did you do with it? Did you take it out?
No.
I don't. Let me there we go. I think there we go. Oh my goodness. All right. I want to share this. Okay. And you can explain what this is. If I remember how to use a computer, let's do this. It's a process tonight, folks. Let's
That's
just be
okay. We're
perfectly
okay with
honest.
processes. It's Dave's
Let's
fault for not being here.
well, it is Dave's fault. Let's see here. Now, can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. So, Deb, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. What are we looking at here?
So we are looking at spirit playing jokes. So in our house, we call this just the crazy beep, beep, beep. You're welcome, Adam, for beeping myself. That happens around here. In our house, randomly we'll find really strange things. They're just like, what is going on? And so this is somebody trying to get my attention, like, haha, we're here. And so as soon as I touched that bottle, it fell right over. It is just sitting there in almost midair, barely the tip of it on the countertop there. And we randomly see stuff like this all the time. And so this is just something that was really vibrant today. So I was like, I'm gonna show this to Greg. I'm like, he needs to see the crazy bleep stuff that happens in my house.
Like I doubted you. Well, and here's the thing, because I should download it to push it in on it more. What might not be totally clear, it is literally up to the, when you're looking at the left of the picture, it is balancing somehow in the corner of the bottle.
Of the corner of the bottle, yes. So like, there's no flat. It's not. There's nothing behind it. I swear to God, to you on my life, this literally, it just is. They're holding it there, and so this is Spirit plays jokes on me all the time like this. It's like their little way of playing around with me.
And and that's great. And I mean, to the point that you can see the liquid inside. It's off to the side. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
It's like it's spilling out. And so, what happened when you went over to touch it?
It fell right over.
Fell right over.
Fell right over before I even touched it. It was like, poop.
So that is fantastic. I just love that, and I appreciate you sending that to me. It reminds me, and I should find this. It reminds me of a picture I took a long time ago that I always put my keys on the table that my ex-wife has now owned, and so I don't do that anymore. But I went over to my keys one day, and they were all just standing up, like as almost like a teepee in a sense. But like it just it's like, who did this? And I took a picture of it because it's like I would have remembered if I put my keys down that they ended up doing that, and I couldn't recreate it either. So
that is them playing. Absolutely. Those are the things that they do to play with us. So I'll literally find different things. Like I've actually found things inside of a candle that no way should be there in any way, shape, or form. And it's like, how did this happen? I'm like, you guys, and it's fun. And it's them just playing around and being little jokesters and like, look at me.
100%. And we're going to get some questions here in a bit. Josh does say, though, that's so weird. I had a water bottle I filled with Hawaiian Punch, and I saw the same thing recently. I swear. No need to swear.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And I believe you, Josh. Absolutely. Because it seems like that the same kind of stuff seems to happen when we find like that my keys were standing in a pyramid. Somebody else will call me and be like, you're never gonna guess what I found. I found my keys standing in a pyramid. Like it like repeats itself throughout mass consciousness. It's like the best way I can describe it is it's like a web. And everybody in the afterlife is all intertwined and connected, and they're doing the same stuff. And so I'll often get a lot of people that say, well, I heard God say this, or I heard spirit say this, or my spirits are doing this, and it's all the same throughout the whole mass consciousness. And so it's not surprising at all, Josh, that you had the same thing.
Absolutely. Now, was that Hawaiian Punch in that bottle that you had?
No, it was my son's Crystal Light.
Because I love Hawaiian Punch, and I would like some now, please.
Well, I think it's I think you're right though. Hawaiian Punch Crystal Light is what it was. Yeah.
And here's the thing: I love Hawaiian Punch, and I love the theory of it. I love the concept of it. But when I go and get it and I start drinking it, I'm reminded very quickly that it's really just sugar. I am literally just drinking like sugar and pouring it into my mouth, and that
I grew up on that. My mom
too.
used to make a pitcher of Kool-Aid a day.
Well, and that's just it. I mean, Kool-Aid, but I'm talking about the bottles, that you get in the store, and that they are just nothing but, it is nothing but sugar. Now, Josh, please know I'm not judging. You should see the garbage that I constantly drink that I shouldn't be drinking. So I was all that, and definitely Kool-Aid is where it's at. And do they even sell Kool-Aid with the
Yes.
sugar and stuff? I couldn't find it. I was on a nostalgic trip and I couldn't find it.
Packets of Kool-Aid are now 25 cents. They used to be 2 cents when I was a kid. They're 25 cents now. You
2
pour it in the
cents.
pitcher and you put 2 cups of sugar in it.
2 cents. What, you grow up in the Depression? I mean, what the hell are you talking about? I don't think it's ever been 2 cents.
It was. The packets of Kool-Aid were 2 cents. You know what we're talking about? The sour packs. The little paper packs.
Was this before the what's they called, the big deal or whatever it was in the 30s? I mean, my
Greg,
God.
I'm gonna prove it to you.
I know. I don't. You
I'll
don't
show
need
you.
to prove anything.
Great value Kool-Aid, 2 cents when I was a kid in the 80s.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much stuff costs in the 80s. I was a child then, so I wasn't really caring about my family's finances at that point. But
I had to. I didn't have a choice.
well, now I certainly do. Let's see here. Why don't we do this? Adam, I'm going to take a break early here because we got questions lined up. Once again, you can call in 952-946-6205. It's always fun to catch up with Deb, but now I want to take a break, come back. We'll get into the question. Lots of pet questions, so you can, if you want to do that, put that in there. If you want channel loved one, put that in there as well. It's going to be a great night, and stick around. You're listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950. Greg Bakun here. Like you, I love good, fresh, delicious food. So I want to tell you about this treasure in Roseville called Maverick's Real Roast Beef. Maverick's has the best roast beef sandwiches I've ever had. Made fresh every order. Add fries or onion rings dropped in the fryer when ordered, and you have a winning combination. Maverick's Real Roast Beef has a lot more than roast beef, so check out their website, mavericksbeef.com, or check out their restaurant on Lexington in Roseville.
The Electric Fetus is having a pre-inventory store-wide sale now through March 23rd. Take 20% off almost everything in the store, including new and used vinyl, CDs, and DVDs, Electric Fetus t-shirts, hats, and pint glasses, and tons of other great gift items. The store is open 10 to 6 Tuesdays through Saturdays and 11 to 6 on Sundays. It's closed on Mondays. The Electric Fetus is located just south of downtown Minneapolis at 2000 South 4th Avenue. More info at electricfetus.com. Sale ends Sunday.
Greg Bakun here. I love historic tours of Minneapolis and seeing everything it has to offer. But if you know me, I like to include a little spooky in my tours, which is why I found the perfect combination. Minneapolis Trolley Tours does this amazing candlelight ghost tour that you have to check out. It's an extremely immersive experience. It's a trolley trip that starts out at a haunted mansion, traveling around Minneapolis locations, exposing ghost stories that the public and business owners would rather left untold. Then a tour of the aforementioned haunted mansion where ghosts of past residents from the 1800s reside, plus a lot of surprises to discover. Next, experience Gertrude's After Hours. Did I mention Gertrude is the mansion's most famous ghost? Maybe she'll show up. And you finish up the tour at Gertrude's Lounge in the haunted basement of the mansion with refreshments and Q&A. The trolleys are climate controlled and the mansion is restored to perfection. Check out MinneapolisTrolleyTours.com for more information. Join us on Thursday, March 20th for a special live 2-hour GhostBox Radio event starting at the special time of 9 p.m. Travis Walton was abducted by aliens November 5th, 1975, and wrote about his experience in his book, The Walton Experience.
I felt like I was dying. And this is what really fueled the panic when I finally laid eyes on these creatures. They came around the table and the three of them were coming towards me. And I just grabbed something from behind me and started swinging it at them.
The book was later made into the 1993 film Fire in the Sky. Travis Walton, along with Jennifer Stein, director of the film, Travis Walton the Movie, will join me for this special 2-hour live interview along with questions from callers. Join us for the live Travis Walton GhostBox Radio 2-hour special, Thursday, March 20th at the special time of 9 p.m. You know what, Adam? Which I just learned. Breaking news is that my promo for GhostBox Radio After Dark is up for the AM 950 radio ad of the year. It's between that and Patrick Zero Res commercials. So I mean, both being stellar. I'm not sure which one's going to win. I'm just going to be honest about that.
I'm going to keep my fingers crossed for you, but man, those Patrick from Zero Res, I'm telling you, those are some fantastic spots.
Backwards or forwards, it's a winner. So yeah, I think I will graciously bow to if he wins. So yeah, absolutely. No, but folks, you won't have to hear that promo anymore after tomorrow. So that's one thing I think we all have to look forward to. It's a good promo. I mean, I'm happy to be able to promote it, and Adam has been doing a very good job of promoting, putting it into the logs and stuff. But even I get sick of my voice, believe it or not. And I know that most of you probably don't. We are doing one question readings tonight here, and really excited for it. And I want to remind folks a couple of things, some things I didn't talk about. First of all, like we said, we want to keep these relatively light, right? It's all about being in the spirit of things. If you want to get a deeper, more affected reading, you want to schedule something over at refinedivinepsychic.com. Go over to refinedivinepsychic.com, and there you can schedule your reading. You can also see the classes. You can see where Deb and Dave are going to be, what kind of retreats are coming up, talking about the cruise that's coming up as well. And we'll talk about that in the next segment a little bit, Deb. But where are you going to be this weekend?
We're going to be in Green Bay. We're at the casino this weekend in Green Bay.
That should be fun.
Last time we went there, Dave won $600, so that was fun.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
He's just a regular lucky guy over there.
He is a lucky guy. He's got me.
That's right. So there we go. So Green Bay, and is it, forgive me, is it somebody else's event? Is it your event?
Yep. It's the Rooted Holistic and Wellness Fairs. And so you could actually buy tickets to see me at the 11 o'clock gallery on their website. And there's a link on my actual website also that you can get the tickets. And so I am the main headliner on all of the Rooted Holistic shows at 11 o'clock. So we travel all around Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Illinois. And this weekend, it's the casino in Green Bay.
Fantastic. That's great. Also, if you haven't done so, go to Facebook, go to Refined Divine Psychic Medium on Facebook and like the page. That's a great way, very easy way to get up-to-date information on where Deb and Dave are going to be, where you can get their readings, where you can get to her gallery and see their events as well that's going on, their retreats. But we're doing one question readings tonight. We're really excited about it. Once again, put your questions into the comments. We can talk tonight about channeling, one question readings. What about your pets? And I said this at the very beginning. To get ahead of the line, you can call in 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205, which is where we're going right now. Gloria is on the phone. Gloria, welcome to GhostBox Radio.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, hello there.
How are you doing?
This is Gloria. Fabulous. This is Gloria in Hawaii.
Gloria in Hawaii. My goodness. Well, aloha.
Hi, Deb.
Hi.
What you got for Deb tonight?
Well, she and I both know the same person, Kathy. But anyway, I have sisters who don't talk to me. I pretty much have given up on that getting resolved, or am I giving up too soon? How's that?
Okay, so there's a separation in the family, and it feels like that separation came from the death of parents. Yeah.
I suspected it, but no one ever said so.
Okay, well, this is the reason why. And so there was jealousy, and there was hatred, and there was a lot of things said that you aren't aware of. And so they want you to know that this isn't because of you. They want you to understand that hurt people hurt others. And when that happens, there's things that they're reflecting about who they are unto you. And so it's about only a matter of time if you stop trying to reach out and if you stop trying to make this better, that it'll kind of dissolve itself and they have to sit and wallow in their own beep. And when they do,
Oh,
when they sit in that, that wallowing stuff, that brown stuff, they sit in
mhm.
that for a while, they will actually reach back out to you, but you need to stop trying to make it better. Spirit says just leave it be. Just leave it be.
That is, don't approach them.
Don't approach them. Nope. They need to sit in what they created. Because when you keep reaching out and try to make it better, that's exactly what they're looking for.
It's feeding them. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's feeding exactly what they're looking for. And because they feel like they're punishing you, but you need to show them that there's no punishment here, that you're just sitting in your own feces that you created. Like, just let them sit there.
Yeah, I am in Hawaii. Well, thank you. I have been getting more psychic myself, and that's exactly the reading I gave myself. Thank you, Deb. I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
great.
sure. Have a great night. Thank you. Have a great time in Hawaii.
Well,
Thank you, Gloria.
my life now.
Oh,
Aloha.
good. Aloha. All right. Thank you very much. And I think once again, it's a good time to remind folks too, and that this is one of the things that Deb excels at, amongst many things, is helping people achieve their goals, psychically opening up, all that stuff. And those classes are available. RefineDivinePsychic.com. You can see what classes are available. Deb, anything you want to add about the classes?
Yeah, so on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7, we do these classes. They're self-empowerment classes to lead you into your true purpose. And so with these classes, people naturally develop their psychic abilities because you're healing things that are holding you back. And so if I told you that self-love brings you into your psychic abilities, what would you think about that, Greg?
I would be like, it's easier said than done.
And that's exactly what we teach,
Yeah.
self-love, because it's alignment of your chakras and alignment of your true person and who you're truly meant to be. And so that's what I teach in the classes. And then we do a lot of meditations and grounding and centering. And I teach you how to know what spirit is, to know what God is, to know what, universal energy is versus somebody who is past and talking to you, all the things. I channel every single class a whole hour according to who's attending the class. So it's always changing. It's never the same. And we also do mentoring programs. I do 5 weeks to help you get yourself on your true life path and what you're meant for. And I do 8 weeks teaching people modalities that they can actually sell and use. But of course, you have to be ready for that. We just don't sign you up for 8 weeks and say you're going to be a psychic medium. There is a lot of training and a lot of hoops and jumps that have to be gone through to prove that you are ready for that, of course.
Now, I just want to say that this is really, I think it's worth talking about for a second. Josh says, I agree with her about the reading, have some Hawaiian punch in Hawaii. We have never brought up Hawaiian punch on this program ever before. And the night that we do so, somebody calls in from Hawaii.
I know, right?
Gloria calls in from Hawaii. I think that's really kind of fun. Once again, folks, put your questions in the comments, but our lines are being filled up. So if you want to get to us, you want your question answered, give us a call, 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205. We are going there right now. And Linda is on the phone. Linda, how are you doing tonight?
Oh, fine. Thank you for taking my call. Hi, Deb.
Hi, Linda. How are you?
Oh, okay. Gosh, there are so many things I wanted to say, but I'm trying to hone in on one question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you at all about deceased pets, or would that not be included? Or
Yeah, absolutely. Who would you like to connect
well,
with?
I've had many deceased pets, and I'm very connected to them, and I occasionally have dreams of them. Would that be them coming through to me, maybe?
Absolutely, they are. And so when we are sleeping and our mind is quiet and not active, that is the easiest way that they can get into with us because we go into that REM sleep and we're in that other side when we are sleeping. Our soul actually mingles with people that are passed on the other side, including our past love pets. Now, you had a little pet that had a weird little smell to it, didn't you? Fluffy and really loved to have its nose up by your face.
I've had many like that. I've had
Well,
several
this
pets. Yes,
one,
I
this
have
one,
one.
I'm telling you, when it's up by your face, it has a very distinct smell. It smells like it almost has something wrong or like a disorder of some kind.
Well, I have a little dog right now like that, sort of.
I'm sorry, what was that? You cut out.
My dog I have here right now, Joey, he had a lot of teeth removed and he has kind of really bad breath with a few teeth remaining and he
Okay,
wants to lick a
so
lot. And
here's
I
the
have
thing.
some.
Linda, you ready for this?
Yes.
So he's coming to me. And so, when we pull in and we say, can we talk to deceased pets? Sometimes our current pets will come and like, they're like, no, I want to talk. And so
Mhm.
when they are so unconditional love, they actually reside in the same realm that people on the other side reside on. And so we'll have pets that come in that are in the here and the now all the time. And so we are getting that he just loves you so much and is so thankful for all of your pet care and vet care that you've been giving him. You literally take him to the vet more than you go to the doctor.
Well, yeah, he was a puppy mill rescue, had a really bad life, and he's had a lot of expensive stuff done since I just
Yeah, well,
got him
he's
this summer.
thanking
Yes,
you. He's
I love
thanking
him
you
dearly.
because you,
Oh,
this puppy, and this is actually a reincarnate that has been with you many, 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 many times.
I had another dog that was a similar kind who had a lot of health issues, who was like my soulmate,
Mm-hmm.
and it could be him. I had a Scruffy.
Absolutely, it's him. I just got a yes inside of my heart, and I got so excited, like with so much energy, just like that one used to have.
Oh wow, because they both like to lick a lot too.
Uh-huh.
And they both,
That's cool.
yes, they both were in kind of bad shape. Oh yes, I just love the pets so much. I'm
That's
more of an animal person than a
Well,
well,
here's
person.
the thing. It's really is because you're really good at pet communication. You should think about that and expanding that. Thanks for calling in tonight, Linda.
Oh yeah, thanks so much, Deb. Great show. Enjoy listening to it. Have a good one.
thanks, Linda. Appreciate it. We've found a new career path for Linda. That's good. And then also, I was just going to say real fast. Last night, I had a dream about a cat, not my Linus, but a different cat I had many years ago. Her as a kitten, and it was just it was very nice to see her. And
She's ready to come back, Greg.
yeah, well, I mean, oh, you never know, right? But waiting for the right time. Once again, we are doing one question readings here, and you can put your questions into the comments, but we are getting lots of phone calls. And so if you want to be read, you may want to give us a call, 952-946-6205, 952-946-6205. That's where I'm going right now. And we have Adam on the line. Adam, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Greg. How are you?
Doing very well. Thank you for calling in. You got something for Deb?
Yeah. I had a question too, but I think Shadow is trying to steal my question. So I was trying to think of a way to keep this light, but my dad passed away yesterday, and
Oh, I'm so
my
sorry.
sisters, bless their hearts, they were bawling and really carrying on a lot, and I find myself not crying at all, and it's kind of bugging me.
It's completely okay, Adam. Know that the grief process is one that can't be pushed, that it cannot be made, that it is a process, and you will in time, and it is okay exactly where you're at right now. Don't try to make it something it's not. Spirit wants you to know that you are who you are, and you're not expected to be anything right now except for yourself. And so whatever you need to do right now, you need to do it. And so don't push yourself with this. Don't push yourself. And so when I tap into your dad's energy, I'm very, very, very thankful for you. He has not crossed over yet, so I can't get an accurate message. Maybe Greg could help you with a ghost box or something with that. I don't do in between readings, the in between world. That's not my mammy jam. I wait till they're on the other side. That's how I do it. But it does, I feel so much love being poured towards you. And this also might be why you are not grieving yet, because he has not passed to the other side. He is still currently here.
Gotcha. Well, and Shadow was his cat, We had to take him when he wasn't able to take care of him anymore. And as soon as I came back home last night, he jumped in my lap. So
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, absolutely. And well, because your dad is still just right here. I'm telling you, he hasn't gone anywhere.
yep,
So he's doing his process of life and renewal.
gotcha.
Adam,
Okay, thanks so
Thank
much.
you so
I am
much.
I'm so sorry for the loss, and as somebody who has gone through losing both parents, it's a process. So reach out if you need anything.
Of course. Thank you very much.
All right, take care, Adam.
Bye.
As we are getting close to the break, let's fit in another one. I want to do this. We have a couple people on the line. Please, for the folks on the line, please forgive me because I just so happen to know some of the people in the comments here. I know the pain that they're feeling, and I want to get to a couple here. One, my friend Cheryl here, who's been on the show multiple times. Like me, she has recently lost a pet, a good friend, someone that she loves dearly, and I know that she is grieving just as I am for Linus. Her question is, does Willow have a message for me?
Is Willow a dog?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I know this. Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. And so right away, like so much warmth and so much heart towards Cheryl and this feeling of gratitude and honor. And like she just wasn't a dog to her. This was like a child. She says like she babied her, took care of her, nurtured her, treated her like a human. She's given me all these characteristics of like she felt her telepathically, like they had like this telepathic connection that others didn't. And so she's saying to us that that's exactly how she's going to communicate with you now. And so when the grieving process is a little bit lighter and our heart is feeling a little bit better, she promises that she's still going to be able to communicate just like that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. And I know, Cheryl, I hope that helps in some way. I mean, we've all been there, and a lot of us are grieving right now for our own, and it's just any little nugget, it just helps, doesn't it? Just to know that connection is still there, even though my guess is that she already knows it. Cheryl says she does speak to me.
Yeah. And so the thing is that we can't, as psychics, because she's psychic, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was like, she's psychic as hell. Like I can feel it. So when we are as psychics, we can't read for ourselves as good as we can help each other. And so when I need to connect with somebody who's on the other side, I have to reach out to somebody else. Like I can't read that authentically. Like I can pick up bits and pieces, but as far as like a full reading, like what I can do for somebody else, I can't do that for myself. So it's completely okay. And if she needs more help, feel free to please reach out to me. Absolutely.
Really appreciate it. Just so we know, we have coming up on the line, we have Ashley and Raymond coming up on the line. And then I have a couple of people in the comments that we'll try to get to everybody as best as we can. Your best luck is to call in 952-946-6205. Let's take another break. When we come back, more one question readings with psychic medium Refined Divine Deb. You are listening to GhostBox Radio on AM 950.
If you own a holistic or metaphysical business and are looking to expand, then you need to be listed on metamorphosisconnections.com. It's a network where you can grow with like-minded practitioners and reach new clients. Metamorphosisconnections.com is an online directory you need to list yourself and your business. Our platform makes it easy for you to create listings of your products and services, and you can also choose to list your classes, events, and so much more. Metamorphosisconnections.com helps you create weekly and monthly promotional ads targeted towards your potential clients and promotes them for you via social media and newsletter. There are clients searching for your specialty right now. Let us help them find you. Start your listing today so you can share your own unique gifts and talents by finding the level of membership that best fits your needs. Let us help you reach your clients that are searching for what you do. Visit metamorphosisconnections.com and sign up today.
Have you ever met someone who not only can help you on a deep spiritual level, but also potentially change your life? Refined Divine is an extremely gifted psychic medium who travels the nation and lives right here in the Midwest. And she offers mediumship, mentorship, house and business parties, energy healing, palm readings, and so much more. Refined Divine has helped thousands, and she can help you.
Hi, this is Psychic Medium Deb. I cannot wait to hear from you. You can go to refineddivinepsychic.com.
Greg Bakun here. I've told you about the out-of-the-world roast beef sandwiches at Maverick's Real Roast Beef, but I haven't told you about their Philly steak sandwiches, turkey, bacon, avocado sandwich, BLT, crispy chicken, fish sandwiches, brisket, or pulled pork. Okay, you get the idea. They make a lot of delicious food to the same standard as their famous roast beef sandwiches, and now I'm starving. I'm going to go to Maverick's Real Roast Beef off Lexington and Roseville, and you need to go too. Check out their menu at mavericksbeef.com. Join us on Thursday, March 20th for a special live 2-hour GhostBox Radio event starting at the special time of 9 p.m. Travis Walton was abducted by aliens November 5th, 1975, and wrote about his experience in his book, The Walton Experience.
I felt like I was dying. And this is what really fueled the panic when I finally laid eyes on these creatures. They came around the table and the three of them were coming towards me. And I just grabbed something from behind me and started swinging it at them.
The book was later made into the 1993 film, Fire in the Sky. Travis Walton, along with Jennifer Stein, director of the film, Travis Walton the Movie, will join me for this special 2-hour live interview along with questions from callers. Join us for the live Travis Walton GhostBox Radio 2-hour special, Thursday, March 20th at the special time of 9 p.m.
And join me tomorrow on GhostBox Radio with Greg Bakun. As you just heard, we are doing the special 2-hour event with Travis Walton. We're going to start the special time of 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, going for 2 hours. Also, Jennifer Stein, who is the director of the film Travis Walton the Movie, is going to be joining as well. This is going to be amazing. And I did confirm with Travis and Jennifer today that they are going to take phone calls. They're going to take questions from the audience as well. That's a pretty big deal. And, they are very open to good questions. So I just please join us tomorrow. There's a lot more that we could say about it. We got a lot of people waiting to get readings and stuff. So I don't want to belabor it too terribly much, because either tomorrow or another day, Deb and I can talk about a picture that she had sent to me, which was very interesting. But before we get back to one question readings, Deb, can we talk a little bit about the cruise that's coming up in November? Hold on, you are muted. You got to unmute yourself. There you go. There you go.
So we're leaving out of Galveston, Texas. We are going on a 5-day cruise to Cozumel. We're going to the Maya Ruins, Progreso, and Cozumel. It's going to be an amazing time. 2 days of that retreat, of that cruise, is going to be a spiritual retreat that I'll be hosting, the 2 sea days. So we're not going to miss anything. We get to do everything that the cruise entails, and a 2-day spiritual retreat with Refined Divine to remove those blockages and bring out that goddess energy, your soul connection that you were meant to. And we talk a lot about our gifts, and we bring that to fruition and all the things, and it's just amazing. And we do payment plans. Go to my website, www.refinedivine.com, and you can look at all the details there.
Yep, go to refineddivinepsychic.com. Everything is there, all the information. And once again, let alone the fact that go there to schedule readings, go there to find out the classes. We talked about that the last segment, all other retreats, but this cruise, that's going to be fun.
It's going to be so fun. And Greg's coming, so why wouldn't you want to come?
That's the plan. Not only going to be there, but we're planning on broadcasting from there every night.
That's going to be amazing.
That's going to be something, and I'm really looking forward to that. So that being said, we have a lot of people waiting, Deb. I want to make sure we get to as many as possible. We really appreciate everyone holding on here. Let's see. I think we left off here. If you want to, give us a call, 952-946-6205. You put questions in the comments. If we don't get to you tonight, please know Deb will be here not next Wednesday, but 2 weeks from tonight. So, this is a regular thing, and it's a lot of fun. Let's go to Ashley. Ashley, I hope you're still with us.
Oh, yep. Hello.
Hi. Thank you for waiting. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Yeah, I know Deb, but she's amazing. I always love following her and what she does.
Good,
and
good.
supporting her.
What you got for her?
My question, it's like a roundabout way of like trying to figure out what is missing. I'm happy in my job, I'm happy what I do, but yet I feel like something is missing or lacking, and I don't know what that is.
Self-love.
Self-love.
Self-love. That's all it is. When you're there and interacting with others, remember to love yourself and don't forget about you. You're giving too much away. You're caring too much about what their outcome is and what they need from you. Remember to concentrate on yourself. Even though you're doing the counseling and helping people, you need to remember that you are in charge of your own energy, and you need to be feeding yourself that love so that you could sustain what you're doing and who you are.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for
Thank
calling
you,
in.
Ashley. Isn't that something how, and I say this from a point that I obviously feel like that's very similar to me in a lot of ways, how, it's a void, but it's also, and I mean this seriously, it's easier said than done to fill that void, especially of the self-love.
And so the best thing we can say for anybody who's trying to do this, because 6 years ago, I started my own self-love journey, and I wrote, I love Debbie completely, fully, and unconditionally all over my mirrors with dry erase marker. And I would change it in different ways, different forms, different colors, and put it in Post-it notes everywhere. And that affirmation, you think it, you feel it, you write it. So you're doing the three things together to create the law of attraction manifestation. You think it, you feel it, you write it. I love, you put your name fully, completely, and unconditionally. Write that 20 times a night, you guys. Write it over and over and over for 7 days straight and see what happens. Life-changing things will happen just in 7 days of doing just that one affirmation.
That's incredible. To keep things moving, we are going over to Raymond. Raymond, how are you doing tonight? Thank you for your patience.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Greg. Thanks for your show. You're amazing.
Oh, thank
and
you.
I appreciate your guest, Divine Mother.
What you got for Deb tonight?
I have a question. We have so many transitions going in our life, but I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to ask Divine Mother what I can do with my relationship with my wife, Jennifer, and myself at this time.
They're talking to us about understanding that your truth and her truth don't have to be the same. Your vision of what needs to be happening and her version of what needs to be happening aren't the same, but that's okay. Know that each of us have our own path in life, and we have our own purpose, and we have our own passion. And sometimes that means just being a little bit far away from each other during certain times of our life and not so meshed together, because you've had times where you're really meshed and everything is just amazing, but at other times it's a little bit more separate. Be more easy about expectations that you have of her, and she needs to do the same for you. And this really will work out just the way that you guys have always wanted it to. Just give it a little bit more time.
Oh, thank you so much. Greg,
Yeah.
you have a great. I listen to you every night, and thank you, Divine Mother.
Have a beautiful night. Thank you.
Thank you, Raymond. I really appreciate it very much so. Before we move on, I do want to just say Savannah has a comment, because I think we talked about this cruise quite a bit, but I don't think we gave the dates. When is this going to happen?
November 17th until the 22nd of this year.
I mean that's the first test, right? If you think you're psychic, you have to psychically figure out when the dates are, and then if you can do that, then you can do the cruise. That's how that works. No, I'm just kidding, of course. So that's pretty cool. And I'm looking forward to it very much. We're hoping to get some other friends joining us as well. So we'll figure all that out. There's one question I wanted to get to. Let's see if I can find it, because what a great night. So many wonderful people are leaving so many comments, and I know I can't get to everybody, but I wanted to make sure I got to this one. A little bit of favoritism here. Mandy asked the question. It's my mom's, Lynn's, heavenly birthday on Friday. My sister and I have felt the emptiness, even though we know she's with us. Does she have a message for us?
The emptiness is that she's quite busy. Like there's a lot of stuff going on. And so the emptiness is that she's not just right here peeking in on you all the time. And so what needs to happen, Mandy, is that honestly, just call her forth, put up her picture, light that candle, speak of her, use her stories, talk about her more, and you'll pull that energy back and she'll be more present and more prominent because she's talking to us and saying that you just gotta call on her. She's saying, just call on me. She's like, I'll be here. Just use my name. Just use my name.
There you go. Mandy, hope you let us know how that works, and happy heavenly birthday to your mom on Friday. Those are very those are difficult and poignant dates for sure.
Yeah, and sensitive, and it feels heavy on those days for sure. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Now I said no medical, but let me know what you think of this one. Nikki says, I'm glad you mentioned pets because I have a cat, Jerry, and right away I'm in, right? That isn't feeling well right now. What does he have to say about how he feels, Jerry? Come on.
Jerry ate a bad mouse.
A bad mouse?
Jerry ate a mouse that had something that didn't agree with Jerry's belly. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Should I mean, do you think that Jerry needs to see anybody, or should Jerry just wait a few days and see what happens with Jerry?
Honestly, when my cats have any kind of ailment, Spirit always just really encourages me to feed them real thick, real nutritional food. So I'll feed my cats like boiled chicken or straight tuna, a whole can, and really like get that belly full of a real good nutrition. And I'll help them pass it through or puke it up. It's the same thing with dogs. I'll give them raw boiled eggs. And this came from Spirit. And Dave, like he thought I was just crazy when I did this. My dog ate a battery and she was a rescue. So she didn't know any better. She found a battery, she ate it. And usually this is like the end of a dog's life when they eat batteries. Spirit said, boil up eggs, give the dog eggs. I gave her 7 boiled eggs. She puked up all of the battery acid, all of the battery, completely fine today. That was 6 years ago.
My goodness.
So the best thing to do is to give them a lot of really thick, real good, real food, not that canned cat food or dry food, real food for them to digest and put in their belly so they can grab onto whatever that is and get rid of it either through the import or export.
Now I'm trying to read our friend Sarah here in the comments. She has a number of questions. Obviously, we're going to do just one. And you have, Sarah has a lot of questions about her abilities, wanting to know about different things. And I think that's fantastic. But I will say that once again, for those of you who are, wanting to get some clarification, please check out some of Deb's classes, refinedivinepsychic.com. I find that, you can do the journey on your own, but having someone help guide you and help opening that up, it's just going to make it that much easier, and you're going to get to where you want to that much faster. Instead of, and I'm not saying this is you, Sarah. A lot of people are tiptoeing around. Am I this? Am I that? Am I that? Do the class. Do the work. Get to the point.
Yeah, it really, honestly, you know how they say if you want to get rich, hang out with a bunch of millionaires? It's the same thing with being psychic. You want to get psychic, hang out with a bunch of psychics. Like, it just really is. It's the truth. That what you want to be, you want to surround yourself with. And so in the classes, we have so many people that are so in depth in their abilities, and they also are going out there and making money with their abilities. And they travel with me all over the place in these holistic fairs, and they're making a living off of it. So here's the thing that we always love to tell everybody. If this is your passion and you truly see yourself doing this, then invest in yourself and just do this. Because honestly, if this is what you breathe, eat, sleep, and dream of, like I do, then this is what you should be doing. And so by all means, send us a message. The first class is always free.
Now let's see here. Okay, so Sarah's question, she has a number of them. Like I said, Sarah, it's one question reading, so we're going to just do one. It's only fair. She said, just curious, can a psychic medium feel something even chatting with someone online?
Yes, absolutely. Oh yeah.
But that's what's happening. That's what's happening right now. This is what you're doing right now.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and I think, Sarah, correct me if I'm wrong, you're probably asking the question because you're feeling it when you're talking.
Oh yeah. So she feels when I talk. She actually feels my connection to what I'm doing. And that's why she's asking. And then she's also kind of asking it a little bit of a different way. She's asking, can she feel what other people are doing when they're on the online? Yeah.
Yeah. Very much so. And I'm not trying to turn this into a commercial, but honestly, for any of you who are wondering about your abilities, just take the class. And like Deb says, the first one is free. Just give it a shot, okay? And Deb has been doing some amazing work. A number of people who've been on in the chat tonight have taken the class, so please do so. As we're rounding up here, we have about a minute and a half left. I'm gonna take this one myself. Anything from Linus?
Aww. Yeah. Oh, he says that he sees you looking at his toys.
Yeah.
There's something about his toys today, and you're really feeling it. And he says to us that, oh, he just loves you so much. There's so much love being poured towards you. Wait a minute.
Now just know we
He
have
was that
10,
cat.
we have 10 seconds left.
Hold on, he was that cat, that little girl cat that you dreamed of. That's Linus.
Was it?
Yes.
That's
Because
great.
he said, I was the dream. I was the dream. Aw.
Sweet. We have to go, Deb. You'll be back in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Everyone, thank you for joining. And we'll see you tomorrow with Travis Walton. See you, Deb. Thank you. All right. Good night, everyone.
Bye.
It's Brad Friedman, your friendly